Hey guys, Mattis here. I'm going to do another review. If you want to review for yourself, DM me anytime. And please like and sub. Thanks. So here we have a player, Mome, whatever. He wants to do Plat 3, around like 460, 70 games. Nice, respect. Wants help with Garen game here. Also, he said he wanted help on the Jax game a little bit, but then he knew that he was playing a Smurf, right? So 24 wins, 8 losses. But Smurfs can lose. Just always remember that. So yeah, we're gonna be looking at the Garen game, but quickly just looking at your match history. I see a lot of blue recently in the past 7 days. Ooh, look at this. Yeah, your match history is looking pretty clean. Playing your main champions. Maybe shouldn't have played this Mundo game, but maybe all your other picks were banned. But as well, this Mordekaiser game. I think if you eliminate these two games, match history is looking really clean. You never want to give up freebie games, right? Because like when you face a Smurf, right, those freebie games start to matter a little bit. But anyways, let's get on to the Garen game. One thing, if you're like by yourself and you want to review, I know I said the Garen game, but I just want to show you this as well. Look at the biggest gold jumps. So right here, you guys were up ahead and then the golds started swaying up, right? So you know, look at it, look at your team fight positioning, what you were doing before the fight. Maybe someone else made a mistake, it doesn't matter. And then over here, this is probably the biggest swing right here. It's like a 2k plus gold swing, and then you died here. So definitely you should probably bring up the replay and then look at this, because this is the biggest gold swing. And then here as well, there's another big gold swing, and you're dying here as well. So definitely something to think about, something to look at. Smurfs, they tend to play better than lower ranked players as the game gets deeper and deeper. So you need to learn those spots to beat the Smurfs. I know it's so easy to be like, oh, he's a Smurf, he's 24 wins, but like when it's a spot like it's the biggest gold swing and it's you dying, definitely need to think about it. I mean, situations are always different, but you need to see it and look. And then here, always want to be looking at the biggest gold swings, right? So obviously right here, right, you guys spiked up and then immediately spiked back down. And then yeah, it doesn't seem like you're the one who's dying here, so it's probably other people throwing, but yeah, that's how you do it. So let's get into this game. Just wanted to give you a little bit information on how you can review games by yourself. So I don't know. I do know actually, but I need to get the ink amp. 1 second. Forgot. I forgot. I always forget that I don't have it up. Just 1 second here. Alright, perfect. So you want to be defending your entrances, or if you're running straight to lane, you want to be cheesing the wave. So you might know what I'm talking about, you might not know what I'm talking about. But if you're gonna be here early, then stand in the bush. When the wave comes, manipulate the wave so you start a push. Or so, you know, or you can immediately start shoving the wave in and then try to create a bounce. It's right, but you need to have a goal when you leave base level 1, right? You can't just be confident and comfortable with just right clicking in lane and that's it, right? Because advantages in League are gained and lost in these early phases of the game as well, right? Because they could be like, okay, let's 5-man group and invade, right? And if they're 5-man grouping invading, like half your team's late, right? Covering entrances are really important, right? Like, just keep that in mind, right? And like, even if they're leaving late, you should be like, oh, okay, ping ping back, you know, like this is a trouble town area, right? Definitely something to think about. It's smart that they didn't go in the jungle, but sometimes they do, so be very cautious of that. It's like something out of your like you can't really do much about it if your teammates die. With no vision of the enemies, it just looks so baity, man. Like I said, if you're standing in a position of defense or a position of offense, maybe you could have been there quicker instead of just standing in lane, right? Very good ward. Good trading as well. Because you didn't attack Kled, I'm not sure if you did it on purpose or not, but the ranged minions didn't target you. There's a next level play because you actually out-traded him, but I don't know if you did it on purpose. Dismounted him, nice. Level 2 now. You cannot trade him. So you just need to play more passive here when he dings to 2, even though he's dismounted. And then you need to start being more cognizant. I don't even know what that word means. Hold on. Cognizant. Okay, yeah. Having knowledge or being aware of, cognizant. Okay, so I didn't want to use the word incorrectly, look like a dummy. So your level 2 is about to pop up, right? And you need to be 100% aware of this in all your games moving on, right? Because this is an opportunity to win the game. Or to win the lane. So if you hit level 2 before him while he's dismounted, you can shove him off the wave, and then probably get him pretty low. Now you know where Kuriana is, so you can go with Udyr and invade, or you can call Udyr for the counter gank, and you guys will always win it because he's dismounted and he's like half HP, right? Of course, there's a third of him getting his fairy back and then getting his mount, but it's such a powerful position you could be in the early game if you just play for your level 2, right? So something needs to change here for you if you want to start winning harder. Right here, see this minion right here? Hit this once, hit this twice, right? Hit this minion, 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 right? And then do not take this trade. Look this. He has 88 damage. Okay, well, you actually have more damage than him, but most of his stats should be better than yours, right? In a sense, because he's level 2, right? But then Garen's base, I guess Garen's base stats are just quite amazing. 44 armor, level 1. He's at 34, but he's dismounted, right? Anyways, don't take this trade. It's not a good trade. No, 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 no. Once he hits level 2, either back up. Yeah, you just have to back up. Hit this minion as well. Okay, now just run. Get the hell out of here. You want to maintain your HP, get level 2 and start training him again. That's it. And then also with Kled, his W, right? He gains 150% attack speed for 4 autos. So he's gonna just hit you here, level 2, and then bop 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 hit you quick with the 150% attack speed bonus, right? So yeah, you went from a winning situation now to a losing situation. And solo queue is all about early game, in my opinion, right? Once you clean up these early game spots, you'll be cruising. Yeah, even now, it's just a mistake what you're doing. I've been in this position so many times, and I fumbled the bag, so I know it. Once you hit level 2, he hits level 3, and the wave is crashing. You just have no business being here. Let the wave crash. Turrets are so sturdy in the early game, and enemies usually don't go for plates early because they're so sturdy with the extra armor, right? So let the wave crash, farm under turret, right? Don't step up for 1 minion and get traded here, right? So now his stats are just way up on yours, right? And his W is about to come back up. Bop bop bop. This is a really bad trade. You should not be taking these trades. Even though you have Garen's passive, it's still not a good trade. Auto Q. Oh, you don't have Q. It's fine. But yeah, see how he's just letting you farm under turret? You can let the wave crash. You don't need to take that extra damage. So this Q needs to go on Kled here, alright? Because he's going for this minion. You Q him in the head. If he tries to trade back, the turret hits him. And he's dismounted. And now you have a chance to win again, right? So instead of using a Q in the wave here, you don't need to, right? Because like this minion, 1 auto from the turret, and then 1 auto from you, you get it. Same with this minion. The only problem here is this minion right here, but it's about to die right now. Regardless of the situation, you gotta hit this guy with the Q. Q and then follow up with the E. Nice. You should know that Kiana's right here right now. You should just know. Oh my god, she didn't go for crab. Well, I was wrong. But it's part of League because there's a degree of uncertainty in League. Good trading. And you're not overly extending as well in case of the gank, so it's good play by you. So far I like the way you manipulate the wave. It's like kind of always in a safe spot for you. Can't do anything about that. So like all the trading since level 1 has been accumulating up until the point where it's like, you know, him trading you early so you don't have a potion right now. You walking up level 2, he's level 3, you got a nice little round of trades. Missing out on the trade right here to potentially be able to dismount him a bit earlier. And then ultimately leads you to be at 500 HP, and then here it's just, you have to understand Kled, he can mount up real quick here. And then I'm gonna just give you advice from a challenger player once told me, never trade into a cannon wave. You want to kill, never trade into the cannon wave, right? You want to be very cautious that the extra damage it deals to you can make or break a engagement. And even though it seems like it's small, it's a big number. So right here, it's like, okay, how are you supposed to win this game? In solo queue, you want to be the one 1-0, 2-0, and then 3-0, and then ending the game, right? But now that you're in Trouble Town and you're behind, you have to rely on others to carry you, right? And in solo queue, you never want to be in that position where others have to carry you, right? Because usually it doesn't happen. So like, just try to take into consideration all the trading that I was trying to give you advice on. Could really easily been winning this lane, in my opinion. Okay, so this is a bad roam, and then so with roaming, it's like, yeah, it's the value. The value is this: as soon as you lose 1 CS or 1 minion, your gold and EXP goes down because you're missing it, right? But when you roam, you gain gold. You can there's a chance of gaining gold, right? So this ward right here might net you some gold later on, right? So that's why you make these movements, or that's why you roam, because you can even roam for the gank, and then that could be plus 165 gold, right? So if you miss, you know, three melees and 3 range, it's less than 165 gold, and probably maybe, I'm not sure about the EXP, but it's way more worth to get the kill, right? So how you value your roam is how many minions you lose, right? So when you do this ward should never ever cost you gold and EXP. So the next time you roam, you have to make sure you're much quicker, for sure. One, 2, 3. So you lose four minions. He's halfway to level 7. To be honest, I can just pause this video right here and say that you're in Trouble Town, right? It's probably very hard to win this game. And he has a kill on you with the item advantage, so you're pretty much conceding the entire lane by doing that movement, because all the, like, you're so behind already, right? Varus dies, so all lanes are pretty much losing it. Yeah, all lanes are losing. Yeah, even if you are winning lane right now, your team is probably still losing, right? But you're just putting yourself in a better position to win. And like sometimes a solo queue, you're gonna need to carry one of these, at least one of these games once. You know, like you'll get like 5 of these games in a month or whatever. You need to carry at least one of them. Like the best players carry these games, right? But they do so by gaining advantage early. And then it's like, okay, now you're 5-0, Kled is 0-5. Yeah, these guys are feeding, but like you can just show up to the lane, Q Zeri, and then she dies, right? Because you're so fed. And you just want to get to those spots always in solo queue. I was thinking maybe you could have froze the lane, but he's pushing it pretty well. Really don't want to be missing minions right now, especially trading on him, because he's gonna be ultimately out trading you always. Yeah, you can't be missing minions here. Focus harder on getting the minions when you're behind, because sometimes they get complacent and they stop farming, and then you can just win through farm. But that's like a rare case. So Pilios is doing good. So yeah, you're just relying on your ADC to be a capable player. And like, what if he's a drone, right? What if he just gives up randomly? Like, there's so many times I have where like I'm feeding my player, and then he's just like, oh, you know what, we lost. I don't like my support. I don't like my support. And it's like, what the fuck, man? It happens though. You can't do anything about this, right? This is just like 50% of the time your team will win here, 50% of the time your team will lose here. It's just solo queue, right? So that's why it's like so important just to be crushing here right now, right? And like even then you're kind of like trading them pretty well. And I feel like if you just had a little bit more, right, you can be stomping. Man, yeah, it's just pretty much done here, man. Like, of course, it's like you always have to play to win, but like when it's this bad, very good job. Okay, see, this is really good by you. This is why I like your match history, because you're playing champs you can execute on. What a back, man. That's a Korean back. I don't know if I like the back, cause like when you dirty farm, there's always the risk of them pinging you and like, oh, don't let this guy do this. Just fucking kill him, right? This guy's just, it's too greedy, right? Your back was amazing, man. What a back, yo. I'm gonna use that back now, yo. What a back. Respect, yo. That's the most greediest back I've seen in a while, but yeah, nice. I mean, what the fuck is he doing, dude? What on earth is he doing? This guy can't be serious. E? He doesn't even E, man. I'm sorry, man. You got trolled this game, yo. I'm sorry, man. Honestly, I just kind of want to stop the video here, yo. This is just ridiculous. Yeah, honestly. Nah, fuck, man. Fuck these players, man. I generally hate these type of players. But yeah, I think just clean up your early game and then try to be like the one who's 5-0, 4-0, right? Really, I'm just fucking pissed now. And you're doing pretty well in the trading aspect. Like, you know, you're the limit city champion. Know where to step, not to step. Probably you could like. Why is he coming through here? Go the long way. Yeah, that's good. I'm telling you right now, you're being trolled, and like it's very hard to win games when your team is trolling. Yeah, it just happens in League. It happens in like all the roles too. Like you play jungle, and then like your bot lane feeds. You play top bot lane feeds. You play bot, your top lane feeds. Right, but it's like over a course of time, and playing consistently good all the time will ultimately make you climb, right? But if you're the type of player who tilts off this, wants to give up, doesn't want to play anymore, then you'll never climb. Yeah, these guys are just so fun. I just got paused here, man. You got trolled hard. Like, it's all good, man. Hopefully, my advice helped, man. Honestly. I just want to look at that one, Jack's game as well. That one spot. Just try to focus on the early game things that I was saying to you. So, 20 minutes, and then 29. So, like, when I play solo queue, this is what I do, right? Real quick. Sometimes it's like, oh yeah, it's not my fault, not my fault. I don't. That's not the reason I lost. You know, I always say that, and then I look at the replay and I'm like, oh fuck, man, that was all me. Probably don't want to be diving Swain, but maybe he doesn't have Zhonya's yet. Yeah, he doesn't. Okay, good. Really hard. So situations like this, I love to just press tab, and then ping their death timers, right? 16, 19, 28. Because there's so many times in my life where I've been pushing, and then boom, bada bing, bada boom, they respawn, we get wiped, and then the gold swings in their favor, right? So we really just want to be like looking at that shit, not overextend. Oh my god, hit the turrets, hit the turrets. Right, so Yasuo's up in 5. Now we leave. Now we leave. We leave, we leave, we leave, we leave, we leave. What on earth? You guys are so fed. What is the Shaco doing? This entire... You guys are sieging this entire time and he's farming jungle? Wait, I thought the golds... I thought the gold swings... Is this a way? Is this a positive gold swing? Look, it goes up towards blue, right? Maybe I haven't seen it yet. Maybe something happens. You just need a black map. You just need to back. You're too greedy here. You're sitting on 3k gold with no mana. I know you have blue buff, but this is not the time to greed. It's so pretty... I'll say it's late. It's late into the game, but it's like you have a 700 gold bounty, right? This is you, man. I understand now. You just got so greedy, right? Backing, just leave here, right? Look where your teammates are. Play with your team, right? I know you're so fed, but it's like This is not the spot to commit to a fight. After all the stuff you guys just did, you're in such a commanding position to win the game. And you have TP, so if you do lay back and they start Baron, you can unleash TP. Ooh! Nah, this is not the move, man. Don't do this again, man, when you're especially 3k gold. So you die, Trendemir takes tier 1, and then they start eating mid-wave. And then 25, right? Is it 25? What time was it? 29, sorry. I don't know if I like that TP you just did, but it's whatever. It's 1 minute before. This is just way too greedy, my friend. All you need to do here is occupy these guys' time. What I mean by that is that if you just stand around here and make it so that these guys are just hanging out with you, then your team should in theory win the 4v3. In theory, okay? Not all the time it's gonna happen, but this is the correct move. You don't dive here. No, never ever dive here. Never ever dive here. That's a bad play. Really bad play. So many more things you can do. You can walk up, pressure the inhib. I like this play a lot, pressuring the inhib, because now they don't have the turret for defense, and this guy's so low anyways, right? But when you go for a play like this, you put your team on the timer. They're forced to make a play now because of what you're doing. And even though you get 1 kill, you also waste your flash in the late game, which is really important to have up, right? So if you're still alive right now, it's 5 up versus 2 down, right? No, yeah, 2 down because Yasuo and Swing. So it's 5 up versus 3 up. So we can start bearing comfortably, and we can pressure lane or inhib, or we can just walk up and help them, right? And also now we have Baron buff on Jax as well with TP, so he can split comfortably and be able to end the game. And what? They stole the Baron? Who gives a fuck? It happens, man. Let's focus on you. You know what I'm saying? Focus on you. Why are you dead right now, right? Why aren't you there helping them? You could have stopped Echo from stealing that shit. Let's be honest, right? So now you should, now I see, you should be with Baron buff now, pressuring, and these guys should be with the Baron buff here. I think I gave you some good juice there, yo. But yeah, good luck on the Rift. Hopefully the tips help.